It is Oscar week, and we are finally making the predictions of all the Oscar categories here, determining our winners, and sticking by them from now until the ceremony on Sunday. Let's just get into the Oscar talk. Before I begin, just be known, link in the description is a group for abc.com pick'ems where you can pick all the Oscar categories and we can rank each other together. There's other great apps out there like the Award Expert app, but I kind of like this ABC one because it kind of gives you the percentages of all the other people, and it's just easy to track and put you in other categories and other things like First Take, Sports Nace as a sports fan. So I ask anybody wanting to make predictions against me, join my group on abc.com that I have linked down below and see if you can beat me again, because last year I had only 2 misses and this year I plan on doing better. Though last year's Oscars with Oppenheimer and Poor Things were a whole lot easier to predict compared to this year where you have controversies taking out Emilia Perez, maybe taking out The Brutalist. You have Anora saying they want to be a frontrunner with DGA, PGA, and kind of WGA, but then not getting any awards at Golden Globes, basically the BAFTAs outside of Mikey Madison and Best Cast, and the SAG Awards. You have Conclave having faith and coming in out of nowhere at the end, winning SAG Best Cast, winning BAFTA Best Film. And then you just have things like A Complete Unknown, Wicked, I'm Still Here, so many other movies playing their parts throughout the award season. You have categories up for grabs, an actor, an actress, and director, and screenplay for original screenplay. This Oscars is going to be wild, and if I end up even getting close to only having 2 predictions wrong this year, I'm going to be pretty proud of myself. But without further ado, let's just make our predictions from Best Picture all the way down. And we're going to start with Best Picture, where the nominees are Anora, A Complete Unknown, The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Emilia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. Now, the 3 big contenders I feel are The Brutalist, Anora, and Conclave. And when I'm kind of breaking down where the preferential ballots may go and where the voting body may go, I feel like your Brutalist, your Anora, and even some other movies like The Substance may end up cannibalizing each other here just a little bit in preferential ballot. A Complete Unknown is something that could have some passion. Obviously, there'll be a lot of love for Wicked in this ballot. I'm Still Here, a great movie and has a lot of ballot. And unfortunately, I think, Nickel Boys will have some passion, some first places, and Emilia Perez is rightfully at the bottom, kind of with Dune Part 2, sadly, whose biggest crime is the fact that it's a sequel that came out last March. I'm going to go with Conclave here. I see the momentum coming. I think Anora is a lot weaker than we think. I think when you look at the Anora's like DGA, PGA, WGA combo, you have a huge asterisk marks on WGA because there were so many things like The Substance that I think, bites into it that weren't up for the WGA nominations for that season given, the WGA rules with the writer's strike. Conclave, I just think it has a very solid base and will easily be everybody's top 3 pick, will be some people's top 1 pick, and won't be cannibalized by other movies like Anora might be cannibalized by The Substance. Like The Brutalist might be cannibalized by, Dune Part 2 or A Complete Unknown, or The Brutalist in general dealing with the AI controversy. I don't know, but I am putting my faith in Conclave here. Anora won my Best Picture at the Oscars, But my unbiased here has to be going with the momentum for Conclave. I think Anora is going to be to repeat what Brokeback Mountain did, which is win PGA, DGA, WGA, and not win Best Picture, because that WGA one ain't really a WGA win. Moving on, though, we have the next big question mark category for me, which is Best Director. And your nominees here are Brady Corbet, Sean Baker, Corley Forgot, James Mangold, and Jacques Audiard. Jacques Audiard isn't going to win it. And then we're left with 4 people who could. Obviously, Sean Baker took home the DGA. That has a lot of positive momentum that way. You have Brady Corbet taking home the BAFTA in there. But mixed in there, we have Corley Forgat for The Substance. Substance has kind of fallen off outside Demi Moore, which we'll talk about later. Jacques Audiard with Amelia Perez is not going to get it after his comments. And then there's James Mangold for A Complete Unknown, a movie that has a lot of passion this award season, and not many places it can win. Is there a chance Mangold could be the upset here? Will Sean Baker be able to prevail here overall? I don't know, but I'm actually going to go with the favorite, which is Brady Corbet. He won the BAFTA. I think as the pool here for directing isn't just about the Directors Guild, it's about the whole entire Academy branch, and you get more into craft categories. I think The Brutalist and Brady Corbet will have a lot higher winning votes than Sean Baker for Anora. And I think that's going to be the difference in this category. I think, the pool being open to everybody will allow Corbet to win for The Brutalist despite the AI controversy overall. But we're going to move over to another category The Brutalist might win, which is Best Actor. And our nominees here, Adrian Brody for The Brutalist, Timothée Chalamet for A Complete Unknown, Coleman Domingo for Sing Sing, Ray Fiennes for Conclave, and Sebastian Stan for The Apprentice. This is Timmy v. Adrian. Timmy just won the SAG Awards. Adrian Brody just won the BAFTAs. Who's going to win this movie overall? This is probably the toughest category I'm thinking about going back on. A Complete Unknown and Timothée Chalamet has, I think, a lot of momentum for the SAG base overall. But I think Adrian Brody has the production behind him. I think he'll have the Directors Guild behind him. I think he'll have more of the Baseline Academy behind him. Both gave excellent performances this year. Coleman Domingo was my winner in the Best Actor category at the Oscars. I loved him in Sing Sing. But I'm going to go with Adrian Brody here. I think he very much will get the underlying support away from Timothée Chalamet. He'll get that kind of BAFTA push, and he will win actor in a leading role. Put it down money-wise. I'm going with Adrian Brody. Which leads us now to actress in a leading role, where you see Cynthia Riva, Carla Sofia Gascon, Mikey Madison, Demi Moore, Fernanda Torres. And this is really the first time we can look at I'm Still Here as a potential winner, because Fernanda Torres is amazing in that movie. And once that movie got nominated for Best Film, everybody was going to be watching it, and they're going to see that amazing performance Fernanda Torres gives in I'm Still Here. Carla Sofia Gascon is out of the race for obvious reasons. We don't need to revisit that. Cynthia Riva, also kind of out of the race, has not won anything, is not anywhere close to winning anything, so we're left with 3 women. You have Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here, you have Mikey Madison for Anora, and you have Demi Moore for The Substance. Here is my logic and my pick. I think Anora has more of an international body of support. And that's why Anora was able to take home the BAFTA, where Demi Moore took home SAG. But Fernanda Torres was an BAFTA. Fernanda Torres is going to pull a lot of international votes. And there's a chance Fernanda Torres might pull the votes to win. But I think Fernanda and Mikey, unfortunately, are going to cannibalize each other in their votes, which will leave Demi Moore, a very much deserving winner, a very great career narrative winner, and just an overall great winner in general, picking up the Oscar this Sunday. So this is the one I think will go with SAG, and I think it's because Mikey Madison and Fernanda Torres are going to kind of cannibalize each other's viewership, where Demi Moore is going to have that SAG voting block that is voting for her. And I think that is why Demi Moore is taking home the Oscar this weekend. Sticking with the actor races, let's just go and get the most obvious picks out of the way. Supporting actor is going to Kieran Culkin. Supporting actress, Zoe Saldana. Both these two have won every single award possible this season, and they're going to win the Oscar this week. And if they don't, my jaw will be dropped when I'm watching live here on YouTube. Like and subscribe to the channel to watch live. They're certified locks in my mind. When we look at another lock, adapted screenplay. This is Conclave. Conclave won the WGA for adapted screenplay. Conclave won every adapted screenplay award out there. And its competition really is like Nickel Boys and Sing Sing. I don't think A Complete Unknown has a chance, and Amelia Prince doesn't have a chance. You can bet on Conclave winning. If you want to do a parlay of adapted screenplay, supporting actress, do it. Make the money you can. I don't know what the odds are going to be on that for you, but it's pretty much going to be that way. And then we have original screenplay. The Substance won CGA, the Critics' Choice. CCA. Anora won WGA, but that didn't include things like The Substance in that vote. It was really just Anora versus A Real Pain. And then A Real Pain won at BAFTA. This is my risky pick. Anora is the odds-on favorite because it might win Best Picture. It won WGA. It should easily win this. But I think Anora and The Substance, again, will cannibalize the voter group here because their stories and their screenplays kind of hit the same bullet points, and I think it's easy for those voters who are passionate about both to split that vote different ways. Meaning for A Real Pain to win this award, because that script by Jesse Eisenberg is a really clean script. It's kind of the highlight of the movie outside Kieran Culkin, and none of the other people in this category, September 5 or The Brutalist, are really going to take out its screenplay chances, even though both kind of deal with the same type of philosophy of, Jews dealing with stuff post-World War II. Kind of interesting how that works. But I think A Real Pain is where the passion's going to be at for that trio. And I'm going to predict here, but go out on a big limb. A Real Pain is winning original screenplay here. And this will be the first sign. I know I already picked Conclave to win. This will be the first sign of Anora having major weakness and people wondering, is it winning anything tonight? Spoiler alert for me. I have Anora getting 0 awards. And it was my favorite film of 2024. So the fact I'm saying it gets 0 awards, going out on a limb here, I know it's not what people think. It's just what my gut is telling me. It's what my looking at the options and who are the voting blocks going to be. And I just see Anora being cannibalized in the categories it can win. And yeah, A Real Pain taking original screenplay. Visual effects, Dune Part 2 seems like a pretty easy lock here. Other nominees, Alien Romulus, Wicked, Better Man, and Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Just seems like Dune has this one locked, as well with the sound category. Those nominees are complete unknown. Emilia Perez, Wicked, and The Wild Robot, along with Dune Part 2. They both seem like Dune's locks. Those are the 2 awards you get, Dune. Welcome for the Oscars. We'll see you for Dune Messiah, and hopefully people will like the fact that, Paul Atreides might not actually be a good guy. But we'll see that down the line. Production design and costume design, Wicked, Nosferatu, Conclave, The Brutalist, and Dune Part 2 are big players in production design, and a lot of people you can point to with all of those movies as amazing production design. But Wicked just has the flashiness to it. Wicked just has the passion behind it. It's going to win production design, and when you look at costume design, there isn't much else competing in there either. Makeup and hairstyling, The Substance is going to win this one. It's pretty much swept the whole entire award circuit. It has a great case for it with all the makeup work done with Demi Moore, as well as the ending of that movie. Musical score, we're going with The Brutalist there. No Dune Part 2 because it wasn't original enough. I don't see anything else winning that category. Just going through some others here. We had costume design, hair and makeup. Editing. The editing is going to be an interesting one because these are all the big Best Picture contenders, or at least when nominations were. You have Anora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Emilia Perez, and Wicked. And Conclave is my pick here. I think Conclave is edited so well. It's such a good, fast-paced movie. It never feels like it slows down. The editing all around between sound, between camera angles, between shots just work excellently. So I think that Conclave here is winning for Best Editing. Best Song, it's going to El Ma. I think El Ma is the banger of the season. I know people don't like Emilia Perez for a lot of good reasons, but El Ma to me is still one that I kind of wish got to perform live. I think it brought a lot of electricity out of me when I watched Emilia Perez, so I look forward to seeing that song win here overall. And what are some other categories we haven't talked about? I think we just need to talk about the animated movie and then the documentary and shorts. So animation is tough. You have Flow, you have The Wild Robot. Inside Out 2 could have a play, but it won previously. I don't think it's going to win. Memoir of a Snail was great. Wallace and Gromit is great. Honestly, this category is stacked with really good movies that anybody should watch at any point. But it's Flow versus The Wild Robot. My heart says Wild Robot's still winning this. I think there's a great chance Flow could win. It picked up other awards throughout this entire season. But when Flow didn't win at BAFTA, it means that Flow has to have the American support, and I don't know if it's going to. I think The Wild Robot, which was a great movie, one of my favorite movies of last year, and one that I honestly would put above Flow, I think The Wild Robot is going to take this one home. International film. Ooh. Are they going to give it to Emilia Perez with all the controversy? Or will the passion win out with I'm Still Here? I'm going I'm Still Here. I think the movie, as I've seen it, it is a better movie than Emilia Perez. It's one of the best movies I've seen. It is my top movie so far in 2025 that I got to see. Fernanda Torres is great. The whole cast is great. The story and the script writing there is so well done. The editing, the cinematography in I'm Still Here is just so good. I think now that people see the movie, they see the story it's behind. They see the passion from the Brazilian fan base, from the Brazilian people about this movie, about their history and the importance of it. I can't see how I'm Still Here is not going to win, and it very well deserves to win and should win, and it's why I'm picking I'm Still Here to win Best International Feature. And for my final awards, these are the crapshoot ones. I'm not going to lie. I'm just going with what Gold Derby says because I don't know what these movies and films are. So for the best documentary film, No Other Land is my predicted winner. I don't even think it has a distributor yet in the US, but it just seems like it's up for grabs here. I think it's just going to win. A lot of great things from it. I'm Ready, Warren is my documentary short film. Again, I'm just going with what Gold Derby says is the most likely, and what I've seen in places is the most likely. For live action short, I'm going with The Man Who Could Not Remain Silent. Obviously, it's not about me because I don't know how to remain silent. And then for the animated short, we are going for Beautiful Men, which I'm a beautiful man. But that's going to be my Oscar predictions. Tell me your Oscar predictions on the abc.com app when you join my group to compete against me. And then come back here on Sunday night, Oscar Sunday night, where we can all watch this together. We can react together. We can celebrate together. It is the biggest night in movies, and we will have no idea where anything's going to go. Is it going to be Anora? Is it going to be The Brutalist? Will Wicked surprise? Is Conclave the faith that I have in it as I should? Will Fernando Torres surprised with I'm Still Here? Will I'm Still Here win Best International Film? How good will The Substance do overall? Can Anora win an Oscar? So many questions to ask. I went a little bit wild on this. I went a little bit with gut, tried being analytical. But I'm just excited for the Oscar Sunday. And I'm so excited because you don't know who's going to win this year. Actor, actress, director, Best Picture, Best Editing, Original Screenplay, International Film, Animated Feature. You don't know nothing who's going to win. There's so many categories up in the air. And when it comes to Oscar Sunday, that is what I want as a viewer and somebody who engages. So I don't know who's going to win, but I'm going to be around to celebrate them when they do. I'll see you later this week. And again, abc.com, the link down below. Join the group. Try and beat me at the Oscars.